Alright, so this gonna be my reaction to Jace animations. Cheating in class. By the way, kids, don't do this. I don't advise you to do this. Cause if you're actually in a real exam, a real situation where you need information, it's gonna come back to bite you. And getting barred from the school or exam that you are, yeah, it's not gonna be worth it.
So when I was a junior, I was taking Algebra 1, right? And I've always low-key sucked at math. Like, for some reason, every other class I could do well in if I tried hard enough. But math, even while trying
Yeah,
hard enough, I would
that's
still
one of
suck ass.
that's
And like,
how math is, bro.
genuinely
But
just
you
couldn't
generally have
get it.
to
And at one
practice though,
point in that year,
or
my
get a
grade was
tutor.
like a 70 something, and we had an upcoming test. And like
Math
every
is one
other
of the
test we
subjects
had
you
so
can't
far, I
study
was
for.
probably gonna get
It
like a 30
requires
on
like
it.
real
And if
hard
I
practice,
did,
unless
I
you're
would have
like
definitely been
significantly
failing. And
gifted.
that just wasn't happening. So test day came, and I was in my seat listening to my teachers telling everyone to put their phones up in their backpacks and like their backpacks up against the wall, blah 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 blah. The same test day, yeah, right.
Same
And
exam
like
routine.
usual, I didn't put my phone up. I just kept it in my pocket, and literally everyone in class did the same thing, whether they planned on using their phone to try to cheat or not. Just like people just wanted their
Yeah,
phones on
people
them, which
usually
is
forget,
valid.
but
So the test was
depending on
passed
your
out, and I
schooling
looked down
level,
at it
they
and was like,
reinforce it.
nope. Like I already knew I was cooked. I looked at the test and understood nothing. Even though I actually tried to study for this one too, I wasn't about to sit here and take another L. So I looked over at my teacher and saw she was turned around looking at her computer, and all the, you know what I'm saying, everything started to align to me. I was like, this is my chance. Now my plan was to pull up my phone and use photo math, if you know what that is, to get the answers. Now the thing
Basically,
with
it
photo
gives you
math is the
calculations,
quickest way to
but
get
you
the
have to
answers would
pay
be
to get
take a
like
picture of
higher
your, you know what I'm
levels of
saying,
math.
and then do the math for you. Now I
Depending on
wasn't
how
about to just
well
sit here
it's
and
made
pull out
out,
my phone and take
it'll
a
give
picture
you
of
a
my
random
test in the
answer.
middle of class. Like, I'm not an idiot, but I had another idea. I pull out my AirPod case and put it on my desk, and I was like, I'm gonna pretend to be
I
doing
wonder
my
what he's
test for
planning to do
around like,
here.
I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes while doing some questions, so my whole test wasn't perfect all of a sudden.
Yo, I I understand what he's doing, bro, but the amount of time this takes, usually, cause you forgot erase them or find out what you do. So hopefully, which I think is what he's gonna do, he's gonna do some incorrect so that it cannot be detected that yo person cheated. Cause if you compare it to their other results, like if say if they're getting like failures or extremely low grades, if they instantly get 100%, that's sharp. As compared to somebody who's been getting high grades and then they suddenly get a 100 now, yeah, it'd be a difference. It would be that
Which,
expected.
trust me, my teacher would have seen my 100 test score out of all like the 30s and 40s I
Same
had
thing.
gotten throughout the entire like school year and said nothing. I was just thinking with some like light Yagami levels of deduction and overthinking. So I had planned everything out where I would get a score just high enough to keep my grade from going below 70 and to like not arouse suspicion or whatever. So my AirPod case was on my desk, right? And after like doing 3 questions, and when I say doing, I mean like randomly writing down shit, I ain't know nothing on that test. I grabbed my pencil and wrote down one of the questions on the front of my AirPod case, and then I realized I could fit like 5 questions on this hoe. So I wrote down some questions on my AirPod case, grabbed my AirPods, and then asked to use the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom. And the
And then you
second I
photomask
walked
it.
in there, I pulled out my case, and then I pulled out my
Mm.
phone, and I started typing the answers in on photo math. Like I was
So
literally
my
cooking.
question is,
But
why
like
couldn't
this
you have
whole
just like done
plan
the
was
other
genius,
5 or
even though
whatever on the
I
back?
definitely wasn't the first
Would have
or
saved
last
you
to think
some
of
time,
doing
bro.
something like this, and it was probably the most unnecessary thing I was doing. But I got the
Yeah.
answers, and since there wasn't like room on my AirPods, I wiped off the answers and replaced them with the questions where the answers were, so I wouldn't like get confused and everything. So after standing in the middle of the bathroom writing on my AirPod case, probably looked like a crazy person on the bros. Like if someone walked into the bathroom and then saw a dude stand in the doorway writing on his AirPod case, they'd probably be like, what the hell? So after completing my mission, I walked back to class with a smirk on my face, like, oh yeah, I just did
Yeah,
that
I mean
shit. While there
like
were like
a
4
smirk
kids in my
probably
class just
gonna make you
casually
look
using their
suspicious,
phones to
bro.
cheat, probably just, you know, sitting there with their phones
Oh,
in
I
their
like
laps,
I like
looking up and down their
the
test,
reference to the
casually
other
cheating. And we
animators
got
like
my
Yo-Yo
dumbass over
808,
here thought I was the anime
and I think the other
protagonist doing
one
some
was like,
actual crazy
I
shit
don't
just
know
to
if
get
that
answers
was
for
Butcher
the
or
most
so, but
insignificant
like
test
one of those
possible,
guys had
right?
colored
So
hair
I got
too.
back to class and I sat down and I whipped out my AirPod cheat sheet, put it on my desk, and started answering some of the questions. And like I said earlier, I only wanted to cheat on some of my questions for some reason, even though, like I said, 100 would have been cooler and definitely better for my
No, it
grade.
wouldn't
But
be better
also,
because
I
your
couldn't
ass would
write
get
my whole
caught
test on
being
my goddamn
suspicious.
AirPod case. So like, it was whatever basically. And I did my test and I ended up getting like a 73 on it, which to you smart people was probably like bad, but to me that was like an actual miracle. Like a 73 was better than anything I could have asked for. before. And the craziest thing is, I dead got caught cheating one time in this class. My teacher let it slide. Like, I was on my phone while we were doing a test and it was on my lap. And like I said before, all our phones supposed to be in our backpacks,
Bags,
which we
yeah.
then put against the wall far away from us, right? So I'm sitting there looking down at my lap every now and then.
Bro, all I'm saying is this, it was my school, bro. Shit, my ass would be cut, bro. I probably even get suspended, get barred, and yeah, your ass would get reported, bro. So,
being very inconspicuous about what I'm doing, and she caught me, right? She walked over and she was just like, "You're not supposed to be on your phone," and I was like, "Oh, I was texting my mom," and for some reason, I can't
a
tell you
sweat
why
drop to
she let it
show the
slide, and I was
nervousness.
genuinely confused. Like, she should have known what I was doing. No, she did know what I was doing,
Pretty
and
sure she did.
I don't know. I
But she
guess
was
she was
like,
trying to let
yo,
me make it. She probably knew that I was cooked
like,
already in this math class. She was like,
yeah, so she
"Nah,
was like, nah,
I'll
it
let
doesn't
him
even
have this
matter,
one."
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Which I was thinking about that whole interaction previously to me doing what I did on this test, because I was like, if I get caught this time, oh yeah, I'm definitely cooked for sure. Which made it like all the more a little bit more goofy with how I cheated on this test and only got a 73. I haven't mentioned that, by the way. Yeah, 73. Yeah. Don't cheat on your test, kids.
Yeah,
I know what you're thinking. You're
good
like,
message.
Jay's, it's been like 3 years. Why haven't you posted? Guys, listen. I've been locked in on some other things, some cool little projects I'm working on for my.
But yeah, there's a little bit video for you, bro. But yeah, the message is don't cheat, bro. Actually study, get some help with a tutor or a friend or whatever if you can, or a study group. I use different methods to help you that work. But until next time, guys, peace.